At the end of presentation, we will then kind of conclude with a 10-15 minute just moment of discussion and conversation, if anyone has any announcements that they like to share after our presentations. At this point, I like to pass it on to Dania, and she can introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dania Subramanian. I'm a senior at Novato High School, and I'm one of the co-chairs of Maroon 9025, or Find Your Way. I'd love to welcome you to our fourth collaborative meeting of the school year. This theme for the meeting is Grounded in Growing, Youth Wellness, and Summer Opportunities. It's also Spanish translated, so just click on the bottom right for interpretation and click Spanish. All youth that are a Find Your Way scholarship recipient, please make sure to fill out the survey at the end of this meeting. The survey is open to everyone as well, and your feedback is very important. We are thrilled to welcome some amazing youth and organizations. To start, we will highlight youth voices in our community, and finally, we will share summer opportunities. Back to you, Esmeralda.
Thank you. And with that, we would like to take a moment of silence, just in remembrance of youth that we have lost here in our community. So if you'd like to join me, please, we'll just be quiet for a few seconds. Thank you. Thank you. Para nuestros participantes que hablan español, también me gustaría dejarles saber que hay interpretación para en español. Si necesitan, por favor, en el globito pueden encontrar que hay interpretación en español. Muchas gracias. Just wanted to let people know that we have Spanish translation offered, so please feel free to connect with the globe, and that will allow them to get access. Thank you, Dani. I'd like to turn it back over to you, please.
All right, next slide, please. Just a little housekeeping, as Esmeralda already said, the meeting is recorded and will be made available to view, and Spanish translation is provided. Please stay muted, but I definitely recommend that you are interactive throughout the meeting, so please do use the chat to participate, and then if anything, we'd love to hear your amazing voice. So, next slide, please. So as Esmeralda said, the agenda for today is, we already just went through some welcome introductions. We're going to go now into Maroon 9025 updates and then pass it over to some of our amazing youth for some of their experience. And then we'll talk about all of our summer opportunities. And lastly, we will be closing with a 10 to 15 minute community announcements time for the community to just come out and say any opportunities and announcements that they have for all the youth here today.
And if anyone is interested to know, during this presentation, at the end of each of the presentations, we'll have a few minutes for Q&A. So please prep up if you have any questions for our presenters. Thank you. Dani?
Next slide, please. Well, starting off with one of our first announcements, as a youth co-chair with Maroon 9025, I'm also the project lead for our May Mental Health Art and Film Showcase. So for those of you who don't know, the May Mental Health Art and Film Showcase is a yearly art and film showcase that's put on by youth in collaboration with the Wellness Festival that MCYC hosts. And the point of this showcase and Wellness Festival is to really break the stigma behind mental health and create a an opportunity and an open platform for the community to come together to talk about their perspective. And with the Art and Film Showcase, we encourage all youth to really share their art and perspective through our showcase. So we're accepting submissions right now. You can check out the QR code on the slideshow. And yeah, this event is going to be on Sunday, May 18th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So as I said, this is in collaboration with the Wellness Festival. So we have free breakfast and lunch, the Art and Film Showcase, plus a raffle, and a drag performance by Margot and friends. So be sure to come and register. So I'd love to take, if you have I'll take 10 seconds and see if everyone can register right now as you're here, and I hope to see you there. I'd love to take any questions. If there's anything in the chat about the Art and Film Showcase or how to submit, anything like that. I think not. Okay.
Danya, we're asking people to contribute to the pet wall.
That's awesome. We do want to see your amazing pets. If you guys can raise your hands, how many of you do have a pet in your house? Either with a reaction. Okay, I see Laura. I see Kimberly. Okay.
So we need to see those photos.
And of
Share
course,
those beautiful
Nancy and
faces
Maybelle.
with us.
Yes, Maya, Sophia, Samantha, Barry. Awesome. Yes, submit the pictures of your pet. We'd love to see it. And now I'll pass it on to, I don't know if our youth lead is here. I'll pass it on to Nancy and Gabby for our One Stride at a Time announcements.
Gabby, you want to put the website up? This just happens to be AP week for a lot of our students that are taking APs, so we're not sure who's here and who's not. But for on Saturday, and I noticed that Faye was in the crowd from OD Free Marin, we are partnering with OD Free Marin and the Suicide Prevention Collaboration for the second annual One Stride at a Time 5K for Hope, Help, and Recovery at McGinnis Park. It's in partnership with Marin County Parks. They donate the location, and it is a 5K run or walk or just stand around. It starts at 9 o'clock at McGinnis. This year, the youth planning team has gone all out. So Oliver, who is on this call, Oliver, raise your hand. People can see him. Oliver is going to make pancakes from scratch for all, hopefully 100 people that are there. We're going to add children's games this year, as well as some sound, some music, and a lot more hilarity. We've got a cheer squad that some people are doing. And we are so happy to say that Kaiser sponsored the event this year. So every single person that's coming will get a free t-shirt that was designed by one of our youth leads. And so it's just a super happy event. And last year we had 100 people. It was very intergenerational, people from all across the county. So 9 o'clock on Saturday, we just love to have you guys come out. We'll have tablers as well, resource tables, and should be a lot of fun. I will bring my dog. Dogs are also at, let me just say this one more thing. Dogs can come on leash, but we are having a pet costume contest and also an adult costume contest. My guess is there won't be that many people that are in costume. So if you come in costume, you are probably going to win. For the dog costume contest, my dog, Maybelle, and myself, we went to buy the prizes this weekend, and it is a very good basket of goodies for dogs. So I encourage you to do that, as well as bring any gently used shoes. We do donate shoes to Bloom, and last year we were able to donate about 75 pairs. So thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Nancy, and we will start off with our youth voices. And starting off with youth voices, we have Ava Helmold from sharing her experience with Break the Stigma.
Everyone, my name again is Ava Helmold. Can you guys all hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I was having some audio problems earlier. I'm the founder of Break the Stigma. Break the Stigma is a mental health campaign for queer youth. It's for queer youth by queer youth. We focus on 3 different aspects: advocacy and community, resources and awareness, and then data and impact. And so essentially we create queer youth events in Marin County. We're having an art workshop for the art show, Hearing Queer, that is curated and put on by Youth in Arts. And so we're accepting art for that right now. And Break the Stigma itself is kind of an awareness campaign. We have a website online with resources and toolkits on like Allyship 101, gender identity, sexual identity, exploring those, internalized homophobia, and just different aspects of queer identity. And then we've also launched a pilot survey in partnership with Behavioral Health and Recovery Services, essentially trying to assess the needs of the queer youth population in terms of mental health and stigma. And that is closing June 30th. So I encourage anyone who identifies as queer, ages 10 to 25, to take that before it closes. It takes less than a minute. It's very quick. But yeah, this is something that I've been volunteering and working on for the past 8 months. And it's really taught me a lot about myself and about my community and about really what's possible when you lean on those around you and you reach out. I have been receiving so much wonderful support from people like Nancy, who have been with me every step of the way. And yeah, I really encourage anyone, if you're interested, check out the website, email me. We're looking for a group of high schoolers or transitional age youth to carry on this project moving forward, as I'm going to be going off to UC Santa Cruz. So we'd like to keep a chapter of it here. But yeah, feel free to reach out if you're interested and take the survey. Yeah.
Thank you. Eva, is the survey, can you find the survey through Break the Stigma, or how,
Yes.
okay,
It's
great.
if you look up www.breakthestigma.net/survey, you'll find it right there. And then you can just click
Great.
it. Takes a couple minutes. Yeah.
Ava, if you could just put that in the chat, I think that would be
Yes,
great.
I can. Yeah.
That'd be super
And
helpful.
Ava, do you also want to put the flyer for the art workshop on the 20th here at the Find Your Way office?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
Thank you.
Mhm.
That'd be great. Love to help spread the word. Also, is there access for Spanish-speaking youth?
I always forget to mention this. Yes, the campaign is actually fully bilingual on all platforms. On Instagram, the website's fully bilingual. All of our resources are fully bilingual. Everything's fully bilingual. I always forget to mention this. I'm so sorry. But yeah, everything's bilingual in English and Spanish.
That is okay, but it's so important because again, it's really trying to do outreach with our youth, right? So it's great. Thank you so much, Ava. That's wonderful.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, now on to our second amazing youth, Oliver Rivas Garcia from Youth Transforming Justice.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Oliver Rivas, and I'm a 16-year-old intern with Youth Transforming Justice here in Marin County. I attend Novato High School, and I got involved with YTJ because, I really care about youth advocacy and mental health and creating, a more supportive environment for teens in our community. Youth Transforming Justice is a nonprofit that offers peer-led restorative alternatives instead of punishment for young people who have made mistakes. These mistakes could have either been made at school or in the justice system. And instead of pushing teens out of school or into the criminal system, we use programs like Peer Solutions to help them take responsibility, repair the harm, and rejoin the communities in a positive way. Being a part of the program has changed the way I see justice, leadership, and even my own future. I've learned how to facilitate peer-led conversations, listen actively, and support others through conflict resolution. It's made me feel more confident and connected about my community. And I feel it's shown me how every action has a reaction, meaning decisions we take now will affect our future. And that's something to keep in mind. I feel Youth Transforming Justice makes a really big difference. Sorry, oops. Just froze. Can you guys still hear me?
Mhm.
Okay, sorry. Oh, sorry, my mom's calling me. Youth Transforming Justice makes a real big difference by giving young people a second chance. Like instead of being punished or pushed out of school into like the legal system, teens are supported through peer-led programs that focus on accountability and growth. I feel like this approach like helps reduce like the threats and offenses, and it keeps the youth connected to their education and community. It creates more of a supportive, understanding environment for everyone. What else? I think I'm really grateful to be part of this program and to be here today to share all this with you guys. Thank you for listening, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you so much, Oliver. Great to hear you.
Do we have any questions for Oliver? Feel free to put them in the chat or unmute and ask him right here on Zoom.
I have a question.
Yes, Nancy.
Yeah. Oliver, Peer Solutions, is that what they used to call youth court? Is that what they used to call youth court?
I'm not sure. I could ask though. I'll let you know. I'm
Is
not
it
sure about
where,
that.
is it where a student will come and peers will ask questions? And they
Yeah.
have to- yeah, because I think they moved away from words like court and it used to actually be in the courtroom.
Mm.
So I think that you guys, is it virtual now when you do your Peer Solutions or?
Yeah, usually they're virtual, but like they say during like breaks, we try to come together and like see each other face to face.
Great. So some of you guys might be more familiar with the term youth court, which is what it was
Yeah,
previously. Yeah,
that's
Thank
what I remember.
that's
I
great.
think it's great that it kind of moved away from that.
Mm-hmm.
How did you, if I may, how do you get involved? How did you get involved, Oliver? I'm sorry if I missed that. I
I was
apologize.
actually because I'm also in SWAP, so I was in a summit for SWAP, and they came to like be as one of the tablings in this
Mhm.
summit. And then I started like talking with one of the leads, and then they told me they had one more spot left, and I was like, oh yeah, and I signed up, and then that's how it happened.
That's great.
Awesome. So if any youth want to get involved, I guess reach out to Oliver and see how to really get involved. But then, yeah, my only question to you is, out of all of the amazing work that you're doing right now, do you know what you want to do in the future, or if you want to, like, what are your next steps?
I
Do you have
feel-
any?
yeah. I feel like I think I really like cooking, so I want to like have my own restaurant someday. But I was thinking like getting like a lot of money through like the medical field, because at school I'm in the medical careers pathway, and I was thinking like that's a good way to make money. But it's a long way there, and like everything changes.
Love it. I know you'll do amazing things. So thank you, Oliver. And I'd love to present our next youth. And we have Milagros Cruz from Corey's Ride.
Hello, everybody. My name's Milagros, and I'm part of Corey's Ride. I've been part of Corey's Ride for 2 years now, I believe. And yeah, next slide. So Corey's Ride is a program under Marin County Bicycle Coalition, and we just work to give undersourced families bikes, and it just like encourages students to find like a healthy lifestyle and get a form of transportation. Yeah, next slide. And we do like the year-long program where we basically start the classes, and we have like 5 classes just to teach them how to fix their bike and stuff, and then we go on rides every month, and that's just what we do. And if you're interested, I have like the information at the end on how to contact us in case you want to join and get your free bike, because there's a lot of programs that like offer like bike programs, but they don't actually give you the bike at the end. They just go for rides, and we actually do offer the bikes at the end for yourself to keep forever. Question in the chat. I They came into the classes and they were recruiting people for like the bike program, and me and my friend were really interested, so we joined together, and that's how I got involved. But I did my first year just as like a student getting my bike, working to get my bike, and now I'm an intern this year. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yes. And the slide before that one. Okay, so there was a slide before that, and it was just pictures of what we call our bike festivals, and we had one last year that was in San Rafael, and it was in Pickwick Park, the canal area, and we gave over 60 bikes
Wow.
Wow.
to little kids, and we just had this bike fest a couple days ago, May 3rd, 3 days ago, and we gave out more than 60 bikes as well. And we had like a wait list. There was like a list ongoing about just the information of people that still didn't get bikes, and we went to give them bikes. And there was this woman in line that wanted a bike still, but we had run out. And there was another woman that was getting her bike fixed, because we also offer bike repairs. And she had an extra bike for the girl that wanted a bike. So
Wow.
if you guys have any bikes that you don't use anymore and would like to give them away or donate them, we'd take them and fix them up for the next students or for our bike fest. And questions in the chat. What ages? We work in like different ages. So for our year-long program, we usually do high school, because it's just easier to go on rides and like have more trust in high school students. But for other students, like my internship coordinator, I don't work with him in Marin City, but he goes to Marin City and he works with middle schoolers. And so everybody can be involved in the program, but it's different.
I noticed that there's really little children, so it seems like you get bikes or are able to offer bikes to a wide range of ages. Am I correct?
Yes.
Wonderful. And because so it's like, where are you actually located here in Marin County? If anyone's interested to kind of see bikes or donate bikes, what would be the best way for them to do that?
I am in San Rafael. I go to San Rafael High, so I could be there, but my internship coordinator, he actually doesn't live around here. So there's information at the end that you could send him a chat or email him, and he would come to your house and like get the bike if it's possible. So
there's no location in Marin County.
There's no location.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Yeah. When does we have a question, and the program starts in the fall, and it's just like the entire year, and it doesn't cost anything to join or enroll. It's free. It's a free program. You can join for free. There's no cost, and you get your bike for free as well.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
That's awesome. So if any youth want to join, can they just email the contact at the end of your presentation?
Yes.
That's great. Thank you so much for
Yes.
presenting and for all you do. And next up, we have Jada with MCCT's Youth Advisory Council.
Not sure Jada was able to make it, I think.
Is
All
okay.
good. Well, then I will invite Ada Perlson. Is it Ada or Ada? I'd love to make sure I pronounce that right, to present about their experience.
Hi everyone. I believe I'm presenting for Marin Health Youth Partnerships today, and not Humans of San Quentin. I do Humans of San Quentin though, and it's a great program. But I'm here today to talk about Marin Health Youth Partnerships. So, I'm a junior at TAM, and I'm a student ambassador for Marin Health Youth Partnerships, and I'm also a recent member of the Marin Health Youth Partnerships board. And last summer, I was lucky enough to be a Raising the Bar intern, and it went so well that this year it's extended to all of Marin Health Youth Partnerships. And I learned so much last summer, and as interns, we made such a huge impact on our community, and I'm so excited to share with you all, and hopefully you become interested in joining. So, Marin Health Youth Partnerships helps spread awareness about underage substance use in Marin and the best practices to keep youth safe and healthy. And this summer, we will meet weekly on Zoom to work on social media posts for our programs Raising the Bar, Let's Talk, Number Nourish, and Be the Influence, and hopefully develop the Youth Ambassador program in the fall. And this is not a huge commitment. We are very aware that everyone has summer plans and travel, and we can totally work around it with no problem. We just want everyone to join and learn and educate others. And last summer, I decided to sign up, and I'm thankful for it every day. It is such a rewarding experience. And this is an opportunity that you can carry on in the fall by being a youth ambassador if you're interested. So you can continue educating and learning even after summer is over, which is super exciting. And by joining this internship, you'll have the chance to develop leadership and collaboration skills, gain valuable experience, and contribute to a cause that makes a real difference in the lives of young people like you in our community. And this internship truly transformed my life, and I really hope to see you all sign up. Let me know if you have any questions, and I can put the link to sign up in the chat if anyone's interested.
Great. And I think, Ada, we actually have the slide. We are tapping you for two different things. We were
Oh.
tapping for that, and we we're also tapping you. So sorry for the confusion. You led us into that. But since we have you,
Yeah, I can.
slide in a minute. Can you talk about Humans of San Quentin? I had emailed you, but I know you
Yeah.
don't check your email. So
Oh, I didn't
yeah, just
see
off the
that.
cuff, tell us about that. Super interested in what Humans of San Quentin do.
Yeah, so I got involved in freshman year. So I've been working there for 3 years now, and I'm the internship coordinator there. And there's different programs that you can do. Our goal is to spread awareness about incarceration and promote like healthy lifestyle once you are no longer incarcerated. And we have, I think, almost 11,000 followers on social media. So we share stories of incarcerated people. So they write to us, and then we'll like transcribe and make social media posts, such as like Instagram Reels. And I do a lot of the mail stuff. So I send mail to them. We have like packets that we can send, and then they fill it out. They like write their stories about their experiences and maybe like how they ended up in their situations and what they hope to learn. And we create posts about it and spread awareness. And it's a really good program. I go on Mondays, so maybe if you join, I'll see you there. It's a really nice environment, and we all are open to learning and growing with each other.
That's wonderful. Do you have like Spanish speaking youth involved to be able to work with any Spanish speaking populations, the Spanish speaking population in San Quentin, any chance?
I don't.
Or
I
how is like what's the connection within San Quentin? Is it, yeah, I like to, hear a little
Yeah.
bit more. It sounds really, really fascinating, by the
Yeah,
way.
so we we don't just work with incarcerated people in San Quentin. We do like prisons all over the country.
Ah,
And
mm,
they write to us, and when we get like mail, we will also send like what we call an intro packet where those incarcerated can fill out and mail to us. We provide a envelope and like stamp so that they don't have to worry about paying for that or getting the supplies to do so. So they usually reach out to us and we do something called outreach where we will just send a lot of like intro packets to people and then have an extra one so they can share with others, like their friends. And yeah, so the word kind of spreads around and they usually reach out to us.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for doing that
Yeah.
kind of work.
And I saw a question about experience. Oh, experience. I haven't had like a personal experience, but I think it's just I think that there's a big stigma around incarceration, and Humans of San Quentin, we actively work to like break the stigma and spread awareness about some of the positive things that can come out of it.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Ada. And as Esmeralda just said, please contact me. So be sure to hopefully have a good connection. But with that, I'd love to move on to our summer internships presentation. So Ada, I'd love for you to kind of re-say what you did talk about with Healthy Youth when we come to your slide, just a little heads up. But I'd love to start, Esmeralda, if you want to add anything before we start talking about this.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I have a little background noise. Could you repeat?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you had anything to add for summer internships before we start going.
Oh, at this point, no. Thank you so much for asking, though.
Of course. All right,
Oh.
but yes, Nancy.
Can I add something? If you go back a slide to the intro slide for this, for the people that have not experienced this. So one thing that Marin 9025 feels strongly about is the work of our partner organizations. And so when you look at these organizations here, what you're going to hear today is opportunities that our partners have. We have a couple too, but what we try to do is bring organizations together. Again, that's connect, break down the silos between youth serving organizations and promote all these wonderful opportunities for young people. And so at the end, we're going to have a survey for anybody here. This is also being recorded and we send it out to our partners and to the schools. And at the survey, you can indicate your interest if you're and we send that to the organization. So you're going to hear a variety of opportunities that you could participate in this summer. And at the end, you'll have a chance to take a little survey and check the box if you want to explore that opportunity further. So, and I guess you can do that too if you're an adult. It's fine too.
Of course.
That's all I had to say.
But yeah, just like Nancy said, Find Your Way's whole, like one of the core things of our mission and vision is to really be a resource hub for all of youth to gain access to all of these opportunities. And we are a youth-led by youth for youth organization. So of course, being that we have to uplift every single other youth-led organization or just youth uplifted organizations, which are all of these partnerships that you see on the screen. Next slide, please. So some of the youth-led projects that we have, the areas of focus can range from anything from mental health and wellness to substance use, overdose prevention, social justice, environmental advocacy, and more. And it's super amazing. And I know that some of our Find Your Way members are on here today. And even if you're not in Find Your Way, I think all of us can attest to saying how much doing or being a part of these projects can really influence you and really make you feel like you're part of the community in the long run. So that being said, being in one of these youth-led projects, you can team up with all these other youth and partnerships with county organizations and departments all across Marin. So I'm from Novato High School, and so I now, being a part of Find Your Way, have the opportunity to have access to all these different youth opportunities and programs that are across the county. So we try to make sure that youth can connect with other youth across the county. And there's also a continuity opportunity for students to work on something in the summer and then also continue them throughout the school year. So that's going to be specific to every single project. But then the main thing is that we have the areas of focus, as I said before, but there are always sustainable key skills that you can develop that you can use across the board, no matter where you go in life. So some of these include research, project management, leadership, outreach, equity building, advocacy, and even the softer skills like communication. Me being able to present to you all today is something that I've really worked on and developed with my time with Find Your Way and some of the other organizations that I've worked with in our key partnership list. So no matter your interests, no matter any kind of ideas that you really want to pursue, just like being a part of any of these projects will really uplift you, and I know that you love it. Next slide, please. So as Nancy said, so how to get involved, you're here. So we're going to go over all of these projects and the overview and outlines and their timeline and everything like that. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I'll be looking at them. Nancy and Gabby are here, and so are Esmeralda. We'll look at them in the chat, and then if there's a person here presenting, you can ask your questions directly to them. And then, as Nancy said, at the end of the presentation, there's a survey. So you can fill it out and indicate your interest for up to 3 projects. So what that means is all these projects are simultaneously running on different ends. So I don't know if there's any projects that land on the same day, same time. Hopefully there wouldn't be a problem with that, but you are welcome to join up to 3 projects this summer or more if you really want to. Just check in with Nancy, and we will get in touch for meeting schedules with the team lead here. So yeah, next slide, please. So the timeline of this summer internship program, so this Friday, May 9th, the surveys are due. So the survey that you fill out at the end of this presentation. And then the week of May 19th, the project leads will all reach out to you and start getting you onboarded into whatever projects that you're going to be working on. And so the overall project timing will be between June 30th and August 8th. And obviously this ranges from whatever project you're doing, whether that be hybrid in person or just online fully. It's totally up to the project that you are working on. But we will have a meet and greet celebration in late July. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. And then the week of August 5th, that is normally like the last week of our summer internships. So those are when the projects are wrapping up. And we will also have a team presentation to the county, the community, a bunch of different youth organizations during the first week of August. So this is an amazing opportunity for you to showcase everything that you learned, everything that you worked on, and really the impact that you made, because there are so many people across the county and in this community that are really excited to see what all of us youth do during the summer. So be sure to have that in a mental note, but this timing and process may also change depending on the internship. So that's also an important thing, because some projects might go into the school year, some projects might go a little bit past August. So it's all up to the project that you join. And next slide, please. So the opportunities, we have opportunities with Marin Healthy Youth Partnerships, and basically all of these partners on this list. I don't want to read all of them just because I don't think you want to hear me reading all of them, but all of these amazing partners are here, and we have students from a bunch of these partners that can talk about what they do if you have any questions about that. And next slide, we'll go into our first project, which is Marin Healthy Youth Partnerships, which Ada did talk about, but I'd love to invite you to just do a shorter summary of what you said, and then invite anyone to ask any questions about your project.
Hi again. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to meet weekly on Zoom to work on our social media for Raising the Bar, Let's Talk, Number Nourish, and Be the Influence, and hopefully develop the Youth Ambassador program in the fall. And again, Marin Health Youth Partnerships helps spread awareness about underage substance use in Marin and the best practices to keep youth safe and healthy. So if you want to make an impact in your own community, it's something that's going to really affect you and your peers this summer. And I am grateful that I did it every day. Again, it's such a rewarding process, and it's something that you can continue in the fall. So that could be a good opportunity. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I don't want to like restate everything I said, but not a huge time commitment. We are open to working around all of your other summer plans. And yeah.
I'll start with a question. Do y'all meet every week? Is it like a couple days a week, or is it just one day a week on Zoom?
Yeah, so I will meet with everyone either once or twice a week on Zoom, and then um, the interns can meet like with each other to work on certain projects. And so I don't have to be on every Zoom to like monitor, but I'll join back on the weekly Zooms to kind of make sure everything's going as planned. But yeah, there's also going to be smaller meetings that the interns can plan within themselves. So give some leadership initiative.
Awesome. Any other questions for Ada? You can put them in the chat or also unmute yourself. All right, I guess not. Well, love to see the reality of by youth for youth. We love to see it with Marin Healthy Youth Partnerships. So definitely get involved, and this will obviously be in the survey and in the recording. And thank you, Ada, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ada.
Next up, we have an internship with Cultivando Cambio, a Latino youth leadership and media advocacy internship. So it looks like this is MCM. So I'm going to go over to Esmeralda if you have.
Actually, I think, Stephanie, are you on the line? Could you speak a little bit?
Yes. And
Thank you. I appreciate that.
here, I'll say a little bit, and then Kimberly, if you want to add anything else, you're welcome to. But this is basically a 7-week internship. It's paid. At the end of this of this internship, we will give a $400 stipend. We will be meeting Mondays and Wednesdays for an hour and a half. And at the end of the program, we will select 2 youth ambassadors who will then be working on other initiatives for during the school year. But basically, it is focused on empowering other Latino youth and spreading awareness about substance use abuse. And so through that, we will be learning about different things, and at the same time focusing on a social media campaign. It can be a podcast, like a video reel on social media. We'll decide during the program. And Kimberly, if you want to say anything else.
I mean, yeah, you basically summarized it, $400 stipend for the summer, and then just 2 youth ambassadors who really go above and beyond during the program that really demonstrate the leadership and growth skills that we are really looking for, have the opportunity to continue this internship throughout the school year. This is for 8th to 11th/12th, or if you're still going to be in school for the next year. And just to help, this is also an internship with Marin Healthy Youth Partnerships, just to help out during the school year, write op-eds, give your take, and then help with the selection of the next cohort, because it's going to be a recurring internship. And all of that work will also receive an additional $1,000 stipend. So, just trying to take down the barriers that sometimes internships do have. But yeah, that's basically, I'm going to drop my email in the chat if anyone has any questions, and I am more than happy to answer anything.
Thanks so much, Stephanie and Kimberly.
And I'll do
Appreciate
that
it.
the same. If any of you want to reach out.
That would be great. Thanks so much. We encourage those to join. Thank you.
Thank you. And moving on to our next presentation, but before that, let me just see if there's anything in the chat about any questions. All right, we'll keep going. So now on to Marin 9025 or Find Your Way project, and we have a new project called Care Package Pilot, which I will turn over to whomever is speaking today.
I think it's me.
Yeah,
we have 2 leads. One of them is at La Crosse, and Not sure where Jessalia's had a test or something she's studying for. So this is a brand new project that came from young people after hearing that we did lose some of our transitional age youth after they left home, whether they were going to college or just moving out of the home. We know it's a time of kind of experimentation. Sometimes it's a time full of anxiety. So the idea came up that we would develop a care package, a touch of home that we would send to a young person that has left home. And so we're partnering with OD Marin and also the Suicide Prevention Collaboration and some other county departments to fill that care package. So it would have harm reduction definitely provided, naloxone, fentanyl test strips. We'd have a resource guide in there, a caring card telling them that we miss them and the Marin community. And we'll have some fun items in there as well. So if anyone is interested in this idea, it's going to be really fun to put together a project from the very beginning. And we do have a small budget, which is really nice that we can do. And we are going to pilot it in 1 or 2 high schools. So it would be launching for the next, well, actually, if we're really lucky, we could get it up for this fall for kids going away this fall. So super excited about this. And our 2 leads, one is from San Rafael High School and one is from Marin Catholic. So we have started meeting with OD Free Marin
Great.
and those guys to lay the groundwork and do this cute slide and put it together. So thank you.
That's awesome. Any questions for Nancy about this new project? Great. Okay. Thank you so much, Nancy. And now we'll be moving forward to our next opportunity from Tay Radio Marin.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Javier Vicuna. I'm the media manager here at the Multicultural Center Marin, and also will be teaching this year's Tay Radio Marin youth internship. So we're really excited to be part of Marin 9 at 25's Find Your Way this year. So yeah, basically to give a rundown, Tay Radio Marin, it's youth run. So every show that we do has youth in it and participating in it, and not just being host of the shows, but also being as co-host or inviting youth guests or inviting people that work with youth. Really our goal with Tay Radio is to just share youth voices and people who are helping and supporting youth in our community here in Marin. And yeah, so the show goes live, or it doesn't go live actually, but what we've been doing now is we've been recording our shows and having those posted on our YouTube and Facebook pages. We also do a lot of promotion through social media. So a big part of this internship too is coming up with some like outreach videos through social media, through our Instagram account. But really, and overall, this is a great opportunity if you're interested in ever like just getting into podcasting, or if you are into journalism as well. We do a lot of writing in this program. So yeah, if you want to be part of this project and be able to speak about different subjects that matter to you, and have them heard through the radio as well, then we're here for you. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about it, you can send me an email. I'll leave my email in the chat. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Javier.
Awesome. All right. Looks like Nancy has a question. How many students are you looking for this summer?
Yeah, so for this summer right now, we're looking to have up to 4 other youth right now. So we have 4 slots currently open for youth to participate. But again, it just depends on who signs up and also scheduling as well. Right now, it's looking like we're going to be doing Wednesdays and Fridays as as the days that we're meeting. Wednesdays and Fridays from 3:30 to 5 p.m.
And Javier, I think this came up last summer. Your ages are like maybe 15 or 16 up through 20, transitional age youth, 25.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, so 16 to 25. Yeah.
Okay, great. Love it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so make sure if you're on the survey, fill out Tay Radio Marin. And going on to our next opportunity, we have YLI Youth Leadership Institute talking about the Marin County Youth Commission.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Maya. I think I'm supposed to be doing this. So I'm on the Marin County Youth Commission, which is the kind of Marin sector of the YLI program, or one of those sectors. And so I've been on it for 2 years. I'm a junior at Centerville High School for some context. So the Marin County Youth Commission, just to summarize, it's a youth of about 25. And they're selected to be the voice of young people to the Board of Supervisors. So for the next year, we're currently recruiting. The application is open, and we'd love for anyone who's between the ages of 12 to 21, I believe, to apply. And yeah, so Laura just posted the link in the chat. So if you guys want to go look at that, please take a look. And we're recruiting for the 25 to 26 cohort. The application closes on June 1st. And we're looking for a diverse group of passionate leaders to use their talents, interests, and lived experiences to make change. With that being said, like for me, I'm really passionate about like substance harm, like reduction and stuff like that. So I'm on the alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs subcommittee, and we've focused a lot of our work with those kind of topics. So the great thing about the Youth Commission is you have the chance to develop your leadership skills and engage with like local issues, as well as advocate for things that you're personally passionate about. And things that I love about it is that it's given me like, it's opened so many doors. Like honestly, besides just like all the opportunities that I've found, I've also like made some friends that I know are going to be like, I'm going to be friends with them for a very long time. Like they're just amazing. So it's a great way to like get involved in the county and like honestly just get to know people, and I love it.
Awesome. Maya, I'd love for you to talk about what all the other committees are and what a little bit are that they do, just for some of the people that don't know a lot about MCYC.
Yeah, totally. So this year we have the I think Danya, you posted in the chat about the Wellness Festival. So that's going to be run by the Mental Health Subcommittee. So that's like their big project of the year is the Wellness Festival. And honestly, it's amazing. There's like so many people that come, and they do amazing workshops and stuff. And besides the mental health subcommittee, we have alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. That's the one I'm on. And for that, we've done presentations. We do Narcan distributions. And we just come to a lot of community events and things like that. But we also have education equity, and that's a new one for this year. And they're actually putting on I'm a little bit like, I'm not super sure, but they're doing like a little bit of a project with education. They're looking for some youth to participate in that, which I don't have access to that at the moment, but it's supposedly a really cool opportunity. And then we have Racial Equity Subcommittee, and they recently put on the Cultural Fusion Fair, which was, I believe, 2 weeks ago, 1 or 2 weeks ago, and it was great. There was a bunch of different like workshops to listen to. There was a student paneling, and there was a bunch of other things. So that's going to be an annual thing. This was the second year that they put it on. And I'm trying to think if there's one more. Hold on. Oh, we have Disability Justice. I can't forget that. So Walt runs that. He's amazing. And they do a ton of awesome presentations about disabilities and kind of disabled like topics like that. And they do it like amazingly. And they do a lot of events with that. So honestly, the great part about the Marin County Youth Commissions is there's just so many like opportunities within it. And then there's so many opportunities for partnerships outside of it. And yeah. So if you're interested, please apply. We would love to have you next year.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Maya. And now on to our next opportunity with OD Free Marin. I think I saw our OD Free Marin person in the chat.
I think they had to jump off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So one of our biggest partners at the county is our Overdose Free Marin, which is overdose prevention, and OD Free Marin has its own youth action team. And they are really focused on spreading education and awareness about naloxone in the community. So they do a lot of tabling at community events. They create a lot of social media and videos, and they're out and about the community quite a bit. They actually meet when we have some of our Find Your Way meetings. And it's a really good way to make an impact in your community. They have handed out thousands and thousands of naloxone boxes. And when you look at the numbers, it's truly amazing. So highly recommend if you're interested in getting involved. And there's a lot of opportunities to get involved, just a little bit or a lot, because you can sign up for tabling as well. And you get trained on the naloxone, and then you train other people. So we can put that link in the chat.
Awesome. And I would like to add that there are some events and things that they do that are stipended. I'm not sure if the summer program is fully stipended, but just a note for any people that want to continue this throughout the school year, some of the things that they do are stipended. But yeah, well, thank you so much, Nancy, for presenting. Ooh, I see Stephanie in the chat. Okay. Yes, it's a great opportunity if you're interested in community health and prevention work, definitely. And now moving on to our AIM Youth Ambassadors. I can't speak today, so guys, sorry. For summer 2025. I'm not sure if that person is here. Do we have a person presenting for our AIM Youth? Or even if our amazing lead Sophia is in the chat.
Yeah, I was about to say, I can do it if you want.
Yes,
I'm not sure if Mariana is here or not, or whoever was supposed to be doing this.
Yep.
But AIM is a wonderful program. They are advocating right now for their Youth Ambassador Summer Program, which is a teen-led mental health research and advocacy initiative. And basically the ambassadors are able to dive into a lot of mental health research and lead community-based projects, presentations, and outreach efforts. And this year specifically, they're working on implementing solutions here in Marin, using data collected from the surveys that other AIM youth have conducted the past year or more. And their program dates are June to August of this year. It's once a week. It's very casual. And what you'll be doing is learning from different mental health researchers across the country, creating action plans based on specific Marin goals, participating in guest speaker sessions, which those I have gone to are really, really interesting, and contributing to the social media blogs and any youth-led campaigns. You can get some really great community service hours from this, a letter of recommendation, whether that be from Mariana or someone else. You build a lot of great leadership and research skills, and of course, you're able to make a great impact on your community. This is a really interesting program. I know I had a lot of fun when I was doing it. It was just super fascinating to see actual numbers about Marin youth and their mental health. So yeah.
Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you, Sophia.
That was great.
Any questions for Sophia about AIM? All right, keep moving on. So our next opportunity is with BACR. Do we have a BACR person talking today? I don't think so.
Go ahead, move on. I don't see Raven here.
All right, no worries. Our next opportunity is with Rising Sun, and this is Climate Careers. And if we have a person in...
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Diana Ramirez. I am the regional manager with Rising Sun, so I help oversee our Climate Careers program. So for Climate Careers, we offer young leaders the opportunity to gain paid hands-on work experience while taking climate action. So today I'm over here talking about our energy specialist driver position. So as an energy specialist, you'll spend the summer helping residents save energy, water, and money through greenhouse calls, which is an energy and water assessment that we do, where we install things like LED light bulbs, low flow shower heads, sink bath aerators, things to help the community reduce their energy and water consumption, and hopefully see those savings translated into their utility bills. And you'll take part in workshops, networking, and gain a true feel for environmental conscious work, culminating in a paid externship placement with one of our partners. So our program is broken up into 2 portions. So in the summer, from June 16th to August 5th, you'll be partnering up with another person at your side office, which in this case would be San Rafael. We have an office right off of Larkspur. And you'll be going to 2 to 3 of these greenhouse calls, so these energy and water assessments per day, and providing all these goodies completely no cost to residents of Marin County. And then after that, from August 5th to November 21st, you'll be paired with an outside organization. So we've worked with places like Marine Mammal Center, Lawrence Berkeley Lab, we Sustainable Marin. So there's a lot of different opportunities of different hosts that you can be paired with to do an internship. That's why we call it externship, because you're with an outside organization. So you get paid for 120 hours of work. You do a project with them, and during this period of time, it's really flexible. It's 8 to 10 hours per week, and it can be remote, hybrid, or in person, whatever works best for you and your schedule, because we understand that you might be going back to school, have other responsibilities, another job, whatever it might be. So you keep the same wage from the summer, and for this specific this particular, I put the flyer for our energy specialist driver position, which is for folks 18 to 24. You do have to have a driver's license and access to a car, but you get compensated for that with mileage reimbursement. So we give you 70 cents per every mile that you drive for work. And it's really great. I started off as an energy specialist driver back in my day. And it really allowed me to get out of my comfort zone and learn, a lot of different soft skills. Like Diana was mentioning, how she learned how to, present and speak in front of a bigger group of people. So you'll be working on those things. You'll be receiving help with your resumes, cover letters, how to create connections for your LinkedIn profile, as well as learning about, different environmental issues going on in your community, as well as receiving financial literacy. So, now that you're making money, how do you make that money work for you? Because that's just as important, as getting paid. So, this is a really great opportunity. Again, Rising Sun has been part of my life, my professional life for a long time. Now I'm back as a regional manager. They have really allowed me to kind of get the feel for what a workplace should be and, help my community, which is super rewarding. So yeah, I'll put the link in chat for, the application, the full job description, as well as my contact information. If y'all are interested in applying for this opportunity. Again, I think it's really great, and let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. I'm happy to address anything.
Well, this is really, I would love to do this internship. Diana, this is great. I remember going to an event probably 12 years ago, and Rising Sun was tabling. So I know that you guys have been doing really, really good work for a long time. And we will definitely put this out to our transitional age. And just for all of you that are presenting opportunities, just know that this recording and this slide deck is going to be put out to many, many young people to look at, and also have an opportunity to sign up, not just for people here. Diana, if there was somebody that was under 18, do you guys have volunteer opportunities for under 18?
So we do currently have, so we have a couple different positions. So we have our energy specialist position, which is for folks that are 15 to 24. But we do have a lot of applications for that one, which is why I specifically talked about the energy specialist driver one, because there are less applications, which means that your chance of getting that opportunity is a little bit higher. But if you are under 18, you can still apply for this position. Just know that there's a little bit more competition there,
Yeah.
which is totally fine. We are currently conducting interviews. So I would encourage anybody that's interested to apply like right away. Yeah, so definitely we're hiring 6 non-driving positions, so energy specialists and 6 energy specialist drivers. And we also have another youth position called Leader in Field Training, or LIFT, which is kind of like an assistant manager. So all these positions really help you get that experience on your resume. It really helps you create other connections.
Sounds amazing.
I can see
Thank
why
you
you're
so
the
much.
manager. Thank you. I can see
Yeah.
why you're the
Thank you,
manager.
It kind of like takes you from from the beginning, and really kind of puts a lot of pieces together. So it's really wonderful that you have been able to incorporate not only, being able to pay, but now how do you take care of, right, your finances and manage that? And you're learning about the environment, and you're also, learning, like you said, all these kind of hard and soft skills, all at once. So it's really wonderful. Thank you.
And I
it's
think there's
really
a
great.
question. I think Brandon has a question about how many people can be in the program.
Yeah, and she answered 6 specialist
6.
drivers, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Is that your whole fleet, or is that just what you have open now?
So we have different side offices. So I will have one in San Rafael. We're actually, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Canal Alliance, but we're using their old office, which is like off of Larkspur. So that's the office that we're gonna have. So in San Rafael, we're gonna have a total of 6 energy specialists, which is our non-driving position, 6 energy specialist drivers, which is the driving component. That for that one, you do have to be 18 to 24, have a driver's license and access to a car, which, we do compensate for your mileage. And then we do have one position for leader in field training, which is kind of like an assistant manager. So it has a little bit more responsibility. So we have a total of like 13 positions available.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. And again, I'll be dropping those links in chat. And again, I'll be hanging around as well. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to either reach out to me in my email, or, reach out to me right now here in the chat. But yeah, super happy. And I gotta say as well, I'm just blown away by like all, you young adults, that everything that you guys are doing. It's amazing.
Well, I'm glad Gabby ran into you at the MCM Career Fair.
Awesome, thank you. And our next opportunity, we have so many more, is from Marin TV and their Youth Media Academy.
All right. Hi, my name is Omid Champspor. I'm here with Marin TV. And thank you, Nancy, and everyone with Gabby for having me here today. I'm pretty blown away by what you guys are all doing, and I look forward to connecting more with you guys personally and professionally on that front. So, Community Media Center of Marin, also known as Marin TV. We're a nonprofit media organization administering 3 PEG cable TV channels and operating a media center for residents of the county. So PEG standing for Public Education and Government. So we partner with schools and education programs and projects, providing services necessary for over 600 government meetings per year in the county. And our channels reach up to 70,000 plus households, which are streamed live 24/7 on the web as well. Community Media Center of Marin, our media center in San Rafael, we provide low-cost training and access to equipment, including field cameras, video editing, studio production. And the center is open to the public 5 days a week, Tuesday through Saturdays, and the facilities are free to active members to use. So main reason I'm here today is to talk about our Youth Media Academy. So it's our growing and evolving educational program that's exclusively for high school students and offers intense hands-on production experience for Marin youth. So we're taking registrations right now at marintv.org/YMA, and the summer program is free to Marin students and covers field studio production, post-production, and much more. So all core workshops that involve camera, studio, and video editing is going to be infused into like more of a journalistic approach for students to get more involved as a cohort and learn how to work as a team, and also to individually drive your projects as well. So people learn kind of soft and hard skills along those lines. And there's going to be not just myself, who's the primary instructor for this program. We also have a few others that we'll be collaborating with as well to be involved with students as well. So we're lucky to have a good network of teachers that can help out with that as well. So our main priority is to look for as many students as possible. We're to come to the center throughout the year. But for this summer program, we're looking to get hopefully up to 20 students signed up. The earlier the better, the more the merrier. So we're going to have them go out in the field and also work on our center as well for these projects in June and July throughout the summer. And then also those members can also become members throughout the year as well. So if they want to kind of branch out beyond the summer core, they could come in as members and looking for that. So I was asked the question, what ages we're looking for? Primarily high school students, but I would say 13 to 18 would be kind of the minimum maximum age range. We'll offer exceptions if there's some really, really ambitious and willing, middle school students who, have the drive to want to work and learn on that front. And also if there's, college students as well, especially locally, if they want to continue that education, we can make those exceptions, but it's primarily high school students is what we're looking for. Students that are local, that could be around, that could take classes and, help contribute and help inspire a future youth as well. So happy to answer any questions. We have an orientation coming up later tonight at 6, but I'm happy to answer any questions before I head out.
And I just want to give a big shout out to Ahmed. I met him at the Cultural Fusion Fair. So he was tabling there too. So he is embedded in the community. And I know that a student who had to leave, Barry Lou, is going to be interested, Ahmed. So I will make sure he gets that information.
Absolutely, and I'll leave my contact information here if anyone has any further questions. There we go. And not to be confusing, these are both my email addresses. One's exclusively for mobile, one's for desktop. But either of those two emails work. One of them linked up, the other one didn't. But yeah, you guys can contact me anytime if you have any questions. And Nancy, again, thank you for bringing me on board.
Oh my gosh. So. Yeah, and you're in our survey, so if we can get any inquiries there to you too.
Absolutely.
Gosh, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me on. Unfortunately, I have to head out. I've got to get ready for orientation, but thank you everyone. Looking forward to connecting with all of you, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next opportunity. We have our Marin, so our College of Marin program. So I think I see
Carol. Carol's patiently waiting.
Yes.
Hi everyone. So I'm from College of Marin. I'm here to talk about the Summer Bridge program. This program is for students who are going to be first-year students at College of Marin starting in the fall. Summer Bridge is an awesome program. It's really just a program to support students with the transition from high school to college. We connect them to campus resources. They get connected to different counselors we have on campus. And we really just help them plan their educational pathway, whether that's getting a certificate, associate's degree, transferring, helping them decide what their goal is, depending on their career aspirations. Something super cool is that we offer a general education where students will finish with 1 unit of college. We also have an ESL session for students who need that extra English language support over summer. Those are offered with credit or without credit, just depending on student residency status, financial aid, and those kinds of things. It runs from June 16th to July 12th from 9 a.m. to 1. So we say 3 weeks, but it's really just 12 days. And if you go to the next slide, I have a little breakdown of like how the daily agenda goes. So really it starts with the general education starts with the English class just to build those English skills to help you get ready for college level English. It's not really anything big at the end. You work your way up at the final of the at the end of the 3 weeks, you'll have an essay completed, using different formats that the English teacher will teach you about. In the middle of the day, you'll have a counseling section where you'll learn about the different titles you can get at College of Marin. It is at the Kentfield campus. And then you have that counseling class, and you end the day with major exploration where you get to learn about a bunch of different careers from people in those actual industries. So we have people from the nursing field coming out, fire foundry, early childhood education, and a bunch of other ones. And the English or the ESL portion is essentially the same. They'll have an English class in the morning if they want to, that's optional. And then something new we're trying out is digital literacy this year. So that's a class that's going to be taught by College of Marin staff to help them use their College of Marin portal, to help them learn how to email professors, just to get used to like all the different things like, come on in the MyComm portal essentially. And then they'll link up with the general education for the Majors 101. The next slide, please. So important to note, students get free lunch every day, which is a big plus. All the students, the ESL and general ed, will be together for the Majors 101 portion to emphasize community building. And the coolest part, which got blocked out here by my diagram, is that students who participate will actually receive $750 that goes directly to them. So not only are they getting this, huge resource that's going to help them with the transition from high school to college, but they're also getting paid for their time. So for 12 days, you're getting paid $750. It used to be a scholarship to the school, like for the school or for the bookstore, but now we realize that it's just better to give that money directly to the students in lieu of like maybe work opportunities that they could have been doing instead. So this is, like I said, is just for graduating seniors who are going to be attending College of Marin. On the next slide, I have my contact information, but something that is worth mentioning is that students in high school are also able to register for dual enrollment, which is where they become a high school student and college student at the same time. That registration is actively going on right now. If students are interested in taking summer or fall courses, they can reach out to me. My contact information, I'll drop it below in the chat also, but it's on the next slide. Those are just really great classes because students can get ahead on high school credits and also college credits. They can explore different career interests that they have. And we see a lot of students taking advantage of dual enrollment. So just here to share about those two programs. Thank you for the space.
It's amazing.
And I'll drop links down to Summer Bridge and Jumpstart program in the chat. Yes, Nancy.
Thank you so much.
So how long can you, this is a great program. And we're really thrilled that Carol's going to be joining us on the planning team because this is the kind of information we really need to have. So Carol, what's the sign up time for this Summer Bridge program?
So Summer Bridge, students can start registering. The first day that we allowed registration was on College Success Saturday, which was this past Saturday.
Yeah.
But students who did not attend that can register starting, I think, May 15th. And that's just when the registration will open for all students. And I think it starts June 16th, so until space runs out, essentially.
And what is the capacity for that?
We have like 5 sessions, I think, for like 20 to 30 students each. So we have a lot of capacity. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a really great program. And I saw another question. How soon can students begin the process? Was that for dual enrollment or for Summer Bridge?
For the Summer Bridge, yeah.
Yeah,
And
for Summer Bridge, I would say they can start that now, just getting like more information about it. And then if they didn't attend May 3rd, the May 3rd event, they can register as soon as May 15th. And then for dual enrollment, I would strongly encourage students to start the application process now because there are little steps that they have to take. We have College of Marin counselors at 4 school sites. So Centerville, Terra Linda, Tam, and Novato High. We have College of Marin counselors who go once a week to those school sites. And if you don't go to one of those schools and you are interested in dual enrollment, my information's down here. I'm more than happy to connect at your school site or via Zoom.
Wonderful. Nancy also put down a question. Is this in the Kentfield campus?
Yeah, Summer Bridge will be at the Kentfield campus, but if students want to take courses over summer or fall, they can be at either the Novato campus or Kentfield.
Right.
I think you had a really good crowd at your Saturday event because I was actually walking by with a friend and my dog visited the registration table.
Yeah, we had over 300 students show up, which is our biggest attendance ever. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Awesome.
That is fabulous, especially the ESL component. I think is fantastic. That's just wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for that.
Of course. Thank you for the space.
Thank you, Carol. We'll see more of you.
All right. On to our next program with the Career Explorer program.
Melanie.
Hi, my name's Melanie. I'm here to talk about the Career Explorer program today. I was a career explorer myself last summer. So I'm going to share a couple things that I learned and I enjoyed of this program and why I recommend it to everybody present today. Could you? Yeah. Okay, so the Career Explorer program is a program offered to local youth here in Marin County from ages 15 to 25. It was founded by the Marin County Probation Department, and it starts off as a 2-week orientation where we have workshops, guest speakers, interview, and then we have our site placement, which is where you start your job for the 6 weeks. So the first 2 weeks are orientation, and the last 6 weeks you start your job and you get paid throughout the whole thing. The first 2 weeks I think are like through gift cards, and then the 6 weeks is through like a payment through your choice, whether that be like a deposit or like also a gift card of some sort. Okay. Yeah. The program's objectives are obviously to create a welcoming internship experience and for you to gain work experience. If you don't have any, I think it's a great opportunity to start. My site was Marin 9 to 25, and I had an absolutely amazing experience. It's why I'm here today. Yeah. We start June 16th this year and we end August 8th. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or Nancy. Yeah.
Oh, great. There we go. Thank you for having that for us.
Yeah, and I think this is the, oh, good. Yeah, the application is due this Friday.
Correct.
And we were just talking to Fatima today, Melanie.
Yeah.
They have a lot of applications, but there's definitely room for more. And so you make really good money doing internship. Yes. Even the day that people filled out their timesheets was an intense process.
I know.
So for students that are really looking forward to an internship and really want to make, I don't know, close to a couple of thousand, I think, if you do the max amount, it's really a good deal. And Melanie, we just saw Melanie blossom like crazy last summer, and she was just invaluable to our work, and is still involved, which is so wonderful. That's what we like to see. So thank you, Melanie.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, thank you. I think it is. I would have to just echo that it is a really fabulous program. It is so well worth it. And I love the fact that they really, like you had, talked about, Melanie, really doing that onboarding and really kind of, really walking you through the process really well. So when you're going out into your internship, you really feel well equipped and really ready to take the internship on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. So any questions, you can feel free to put them in the chat or feel free to ask Melanie right here. All right, on to our next program, which is the Find Your Way Youth Visioning. And I don't know, Nancy, do you want me to talk about this? I know. Okay. So, as you all know, Find Your Way is basically the resource hub that houses a lot of different projects that are youth-led, and those can be from the Art and Film Showcase, those can be from the One Stride at a Time, so those are some of the events coming up, and also like the care kits that are coming up. Those are all part of the projects that come under Find Your Way. But the main backbone of Find Your Way, and the thing that me and my other 4 co-leads are leading, is the Youth Visionaries and the Youth Visioning group. So what they all do is they work on basically the backbone of everything Find Your Way related. So planning all the collaborative meetings, planning some of the events that we do throughout the year that bring our partners together. And so for our summer cohort, we really want to help shape the mission, who and what we are, but we already have that. So I think we're probably going to do some reflection on that. And then we also have a new website that we've been working on, so definitely need to get some feedback and information on that. And then we're going to have 2 sections of Find Your Way Youth Visioning. Mainly it's going to be strategy and communications. And so on strategy side, we're just thinking about all the ways that like we're planning the new calendar, planning out how we want to utilize the resource guide, which is our main thing if you don't know. And then on the communication side, we want to really maximize our outreach efforts and make sure that we're connected throughout all the different platforms in Marin County. So those are the 2 main like teams in youth visioning, but obviously at our meetings you can work on both. And this is probably going to be once a week, and we can't wait to meet you all there. So if you have any questions about the program, feel free to ask me right now. Ask Nancy, ask Gabby, and yeah, hope to see you guys there.
Myself, I apologize. I just want to be really conscious of people's time. I myself have a meeting to get into at 6 p.m. So
I think
just
that-
wanted to make people
Yeah.
aware that we are 4 minutes shy
I
of
think this
6
is the
p.m.
last. I think this is the last project.
Great. Just want to be respectful.
Well, can you go back to the
Yes.
the Central Marin CRT? Okay. So Blue Path Health, which is the organization that Gabby and I work with, has been tapped to start a Central Marin community resilience team in Corte Madera, Larkspur, and the Ross Valley. There are community resilience teams that were started during COVID and all the other geographies of Marin. So this is a really ground up opportunity to get involved. Our current intern, Jenny Liu, is graduating, so she's going to be moving on. But you're going to be working with Gabby and myself on the community resilience team, doing a lot of outreach. The 3 initiatives are overdose prevention, emergency response, and also access to services. So this, for anyone that's interested in public health, this is really hands-on.
Yeah.
With HHS department and being out with the community. So that the logo that you see there was developed by our intern. So a lot of opportunity to really have a stamp on what this is gonna look like. So that's my cell. Okay, thank you.
Awesome. And so now this is the survey for basically we've reached the end. So all the projects and internships that you heard of, if you want to get involved, please sign up using this QR code. And this QR code will definitely be in the follow-up email that our team will send out. And yeah, so fill out this for all of the internships and updates for that. And then our team leads will be sure to get back to you on the week of May 19th. So if there's any questions about anything that you heard today, feel free to contact any of us. I would say really it's Nancy or Gabby, and they will check in with you. And then if that is it for the internships, I will go back to, it's perfectly timed with the end of our collaborative meeting. But
Amazing.
Yep.
This
I of course say one more thing. If somebody has something they want to share, we're sending out the newsletter in the next couple of days. So if you want to email Gabby or myself, and we can, when the email, most of you know who our emails are, you can find it on the website, then we will include your event or offering in that newsletter. Because I know we get very passionate about summer opportunities.
And we have so many of them. So definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, if there's any community organizations in the chat that have any other events, meetings, or services or job openings that you'd like to promote in Marin County, and we will definitely share that in the follow-up email. So if anyone wants to come off of mute or share anything in the chat for us to read out loud, this is definitely the time. Perfectly 1 minute to spare. So if you have anything, be sure to put it in the chat. And if not, I would just end on a note saying, everyone, please register for the Wellness Festival. And I hope to see you all there at the Art and Film Showcase on May 18th, which is a Sunday from, I think, 10 to 1 p.m. So be sure to be there. Free food, activities, raffle prizes, the whole gist. And it's all about youth and mental health. So be there. And then if that is all, then I think we can just put up the final survey. So this is the collaborative meeting survey that will also go up on the email. And then if you have any other questions, be sure you can stick around. Some of us will be on here until the end. But thank you all so much for coming, and until next time.
Wonderful meeting. Thank you all for staying and taking part. And yeah, please fill out the survey.